Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be my review of Dollar Comics Batman number 613, Poster Child for Crime. Now, if you're new here, please do subscribe. Also, if you enjoy this video, please do like it and share it with others. Also, please do comment down below, because the platform does work that way. And, share these around too, because sharing is caring. Now, this was originally printed in 2003. At that time, I was not collecting comics, so I missed out on the first time. But I do like this cover. It's Harley Quinn before they turned her all nice, or before they turned her into an anti-hero, pointing the gun at Batman's head while he's holding a practically dead Catwoman. I did not know what to think when I opened this up. I was quite surprised. The thought boxes here are of Bruce Wayne, and it's all in blue, which took me by surprise. I'm not sure why they decided to put it in blue, but it seemed to work. And of course, Alfred's getting Bruce Wayne prepared for the day, or the evening, I should say. He says, "I've packed your belongings. Do try to make it at least until the intermission. Anything else?" And he says, "Lucius Fox wishes to speak with you regarding Wayne Tech business. Oh, and Selina Kyle will be joining you this evening. I take it and that will not wait." So he goes into this party. This is something that Bruce Wayne rarely does. He rarely goes to parties, because he's the billionaire playboy, but he doesn't like to go out flaunting it, even though he has to show his face from time to time. And this is a benefit for Leslie Tompkins, the doctor who helped him out when his parents were shot in front of him when he was only about 10 years old. It's an evening at the opera, and I do like the way this comic was drawn, because just look at all the detail. For example, just something you might not notice, the detail here on the upper balcony. You can tell this is a really nice theater. The detail in the chair, this is a really nice setting here. And of course, the highlight has to be Miss Selina Kyle herself. I don't think I have seen Selina Kyle drawn better in a very long time. However, they're a little bit suspicious of the performer on stage. It appears to be some sort of clown with the back to the audience. And it's strange because the actress's Ridley Palacio, "I've run out of Rice Krispies." And Selina says, "Bruce, those lyrics." He says, "Yes, I know. It's an odd performance." And then the back starts ripping. And boom, it's Harley Quinn. Opera schmopera. That's trademark Harley Quinn. And this is back when she was still with the Joker. So she came there, doing this job for him. And this showcases her acrobatic skills, really. She jumps over and over and over. And she lands up here on the balcony, pointing the gun at Bruce Wayne. And then over at Selena Kyle, and this is just hilarious. She just says, "Hey, you look awfully familiar, sister. You ever spend any time up at Arkham Asylum?" And she says coldly, "No." She says, "Too bad. You'd been very popular." I mean, whenever you see a speech bubble, especially from a woman, and it's drawn like that, it means she's responded very coldly. And then the guy that's sitting with Leslie Tompkins, I forget his name, Thomas something, he's wearing this pendant, and Harley Quinn steals it. And it's something that his mom gave to him when he was but a boy. And Bruce steals it, because they're just boys, they're playing around. And if he didn't give it back, then he was going to clobber Bruce good. He says, "Here, take it." And of course, he, like Bruce, lost his mother too when he was very young. He says, "No." And this is a thought box of Bruce Wayne here. I know something of a mother's things. And this a little flashback to the night when his parents were killed. The robber took the pearls and jerked them off his mother's neck. And that's just that very night when he had to face the fact that both of his parents had been killed. Then back to the opera. Harley Quinn leaps, very gracefully down to the stage, and she starts firing like a nutball, and it echoes all throughout the opera house of the theater. And so this is something that just stuck out at me like a sore thumb. And she says, "Bruce, tell your friend." "Bruce?" Leslie says, "I think he went off to find help." She says, "Men." And Leslie says, "Well, you're not going to let them have all the fun, are you?" She says, "Leslie, I can't leave you." Leslie says, "Oh, Posh, I've been through worse." This right here. She says, "Now, I'm sure you've got something in that black bag of yours besides your wallow and lipstick, so don't you let anybody get hurt." It's amazing that Leslie Tompkins could say that. Maybe perhaps she knew that Selena Kyle was Catwoman. I like this two-page spread right here. Batman coming down to catch Harley Quinn. My big opening night, and look who's trying to upstage me, she says. And I had not thought of this before, but the way that Batman fights is almost like a graceful, is almost in graceful movements. And he doesn't get to take her down because she knocked him down the page before. And is gonna holding the gun to his head. But then in comes Catwoman. She says, badly conceived, badly acted, badly staged. The audience actually wants their money back. And the fight continues. I mean, it's just one action panel after another. And it's showing the movements of both Catwoman and Harley Quinn right here. Very, very nice. And you notice this. Somebody in the audience, a woman saying, remarkable. And then you see this. Clap, 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 clap. The entire audience was watching this fight inside the opera house. They thought it was part of the opera. Bravo, bravo. And this is kind of funny what Catwoman says. Batman, he says, lie still. You need medical attention. I know that. Come closer. If you ever choose to rescue me again over catching the bad guy, I swear I'll scratch your eyes out. I'm not some kid you took in and trained. And he thinks, no, she is certainly not some kid. Of course, she was referring to, the number of kids that he's taken in over the years to train in order to be Robin. Leslie Tompkins comes up and says that she'll take care of Catwoman. She says, you go and do what needs to be done. This is just a great story. It took me not 10 minutes to read this. I kept going back over some panels just to reread some of this twice because it was so interesting. And then the guy follows her, the same guy that she stole the pendant from. He says, give it back! Because he wants it back. It belonged to his mother. But there's a big thunderstorm going on outside, and then a bang! He's like, no, no! And it's Joker. He came along and killed the dude. And this was a very interesting story. It's part one of the Hush arc, which I'm not familiar with at all. But I'm really liking what DC's decided to do, publishing these dollar comics. I think it's something they should have been doing for many years now. They finally caught on to Marvel, who's been doing their True Believers for several years now, for only publishing reprints for only $1. So this is a smart move, I think, on DC's part. Well, did you all get this reprint? If you did, then what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, please do subscribe, like the videos, and share them around. And I thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate you being here. I am Michael for Spirit Comics. Till next time, treaters.